Here are top 10 stories of the day. Let's begin in Mumbai, where the world of chess is celebrating a defining moment. At the 361 Global Chess Festival, India's young sensation Praggnanandhaa has been hailed by grandmasters after his landmark victory at the Norway Chess Tournament. Veteran players like Praveen Thipse described it not just as a win, but as a symbolic shift, an indication that India is no longer just producing talent, but actively dominating the global chess landscape. What was once considered an emerging chess nation is now standing at the very top of the board. From a quiet chessboard, we shift to the high-pressure corridors of Maharashtra politics in Dombivli, where Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis revealed a revealing behind-the-scenes moment about cabinet decision-making. He spoke about how a file clearance was pushed with urgency by leader Ravindra Chavan, who insisted it be placed in the very next cabinet meeting. The matter escalated through political channels involving Eknath Shinde as well, showing how even routine administrative files can become high-stakes decisions when political urgency and governance timelines collide. Meanwhile, in Kerala, tensions in the education sector once again surfaced as SFI activists marched to the Accountant General's office in Thiruvananthapuram. The protest was centered around alleged irregularities in NEET and CBSE examinations, reflecting continued student anxiety over competitive exams. For thousands of aspirants across India, these concerns are not just protests. They represent questions about fairness, transparency, and trust in the examination system itself. From Kerala, we move to Punjab, where Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann projected a strong governance narrative, claiming that Punjab's education system has now reached the #1 position in certain national rankings, even surpassing Kerala. Calling it a moment of pride, he highlighted reforms and administrative improvements in the schooling system. Whether this claim evolves into broader national validation or political debate remains to be seen, but it adds another layer to the competitive education landscape among states. In Bengaluru, the political atmosphere turned somber as Congress leader Rahul Gandhi arrived to attend the last rites of Youth Congress leader Suraj Hegde. The visit was marked by grief and respect as party members gathered to pay their final tributes. In moments like these, political differences temporarily fade and the focus shifts to personal loss and human connection. At the same time, in Tamil Nadu's Coimbatore, serious allegations emerged from Puthiya Tamilagam founder K. Krishnasamy, who raised concerns over a narcotics-related case involving multiple individuals and alleged political connections. He called for both the state and central governments to clarify the facts, intensifying political pressure and demanding transparency in what is shaping up to be a sensitive and closely watched investigation. From controversy, we move to governance reform in Gujarat, where Rajkot Mayor Nehal Shukla praised major improvements in public transport systems under Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel and Deputy CM Harsh Sanghvi. He described the transformation of ST bus services as revolutionary, pointing to modern buses, technology integration, and improved passenger facilities. It reflects Gujarat's continued push toward infrastructure modernization and digital governance in public services. In Delhi, attention shifted to national policy as Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan marked what he called a historic moment in Prime Minister Narendra Modi's third term in office. He reiterated Modi's commitment to faster, stronger governance and highlighted the upcoming implementation of the VBGRAMG Act from July 1st, which will replace the existing MGNREGA framework during its transition phase until June 30th. This signals a structural shift in rural employment policy and governance design at the national level. From domestic policy, we move to a long-standing regional issue in Jammu and Kashmir, where CPI MLA Muhammad Yusuf Tarigami once again raised the demand for restoration of full statehood. Speaking in Kulgam, he emphasized that assurances had been made in Parliament, before the Supreme Court, and in political meetings, but implementation is still pending. His appeal for unified political pressure highlights how the statehood debate remains unresolved and politically sensitive. Finally, in Delhi, the Ministry of External Affairs addressed ongoing coordination with Bangladesh on border-related issues. Spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal confirmed that Director General level talks between the BSF and Bangladesh border guards are currently underway. These discussions focus on illegal migration and border management, reflecting continued diplomatic engagement between the two neighboring countries to manage complex cross-border challenges. Stay connected, stay informed.